This video is going to be about disassembly, reassembly of the Smith & Wesson model CS45, and the CS designation is the Chief Special. This is a small subcompact considered 45 caliber Smith & Wesson, and the first thing we want to do here is drop the mag. It is empty. Do a safety check and make sure that there are no rounds in the chamber, and you can see that there's nothing in the chamber. Try to get a good angle so you can see it. Gun is completely empty and unloaded. This is a very nice little pistol, and shooting 45 from such a small package, it actually shoots very smoothly. Very smooth shooting little gun. It's a stainless steel slide, aluminum frame, so it's fairly light as well. So first thing we want to do here is we want to make sure that it's in the fire position and that the red dot is showing. Okay, so then we're going to pull back the slide. Being that this is a small pistol, the spring on this one is very strong, and I just replaced it with a brand new spring. But what you're going to do is there's a notch right there. You want to pull that notch back to where the slide release is, right here. And what I do with that is I usually put my finger back inside of the chamber and kind of line that up, and then from the other side I'm going to push. I'm going to push that bugger back, and then just enough so that I can pull it right out. So then I'm going to get my finger out of there, because that spring is really strong. And on the Smith & Wesson, basically there's nothing inside that you need to push down or do anything to, unlike the Rugers where you've got to push down the ejector. So I'm going to push it forward, and the hammer dropped. You saw that. It's unavoidable. It has to drop when you push the slide forward. So you've got your slide with your recoil spring and guide rod, and you've got your frame with all the trigger assembly and trigger and all that and hammer. So with the slide, all you have to do is just pull out the spring and the guide rod. Small, isn't it? But boy, is that spring something. Heavy duty spring. Okay, and here's the barrel. Small little barrel. I think it's only a 3-inch barrel. 3 or a 3.25 inch barrel. Shoots the big boy, 45 out of that. So once you've got that all complete, you can clean your pistol. And I've already cleaned this one, so I just wanted to show you how to take it apart. So to put it back together, barrel first. So she just sits in there real nice like that. Then you grab your guide rod assembly, and this one's a little bit hard because you got to push it in there. Now there's a notch. It's right here. You can kind of see that notch. Well, when you push your guide rod and spring in there, the flat part of the guide rod, where the disc is in the back, needs to sit right into that depression there. So I'll try and do it with the camera watching me, or me really close to the camera. Let's see if I can get it in there. Okay, so I did get it in there. Okay, and it has to sit in there a particular way. Okay, so once that's in there, we're good to go. And what we're going to do is take the slide, and we're going to take the frame, and now that we've got this ready to go, we're just going to slide it back on there. Smith & Wesson has a little bit of a particular way of having their slides go on, and hopefully you can see this in the camera. There's a bunch of little levers, things that need to be pushed down right here. Well, those things have to be pushed down. Like the first one has to be, I think this is the ejector right here, onto the left side of the frame where you've got your red dot. That has to go down first to allow a slide to come on. And then you've got these other two that are right here, kind of near where the hammer is. And I'm going to pull the hammer back to try to show you those. They have to be pushed down to get that frame on there, because your frame will not go on there without that pushed down. Now I think that the hammer needs to actually go forward for me to do this correctly. So I'm going to put the hammer back forward, push that ejector down, then I'm going to pull the hammer a little bit back with my finger and push these two pieces that need to go down. And they're a little tricky, but once you've got them down, okay, the slide will go on. Now you have to hold it, pull it back. I put my finger inside there because that is easiest for me. Okay, then the slide lock. You're going to need to put it in the hole. Okay, and all I'm doing is pulling that slot back just a little bit, and it should go right in there. And you heard it snap in there. And then pull my fingers out, and then the hammer's back, so I want to drop the hammer. So I'll use the decocker safety to drop the hammer, so you can see it. Okay, now it's all back together. Now I want to make sure that everything's functioning right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rack the slide. Put it back on fire position. No magazine, no ammo. Okay, it feels smooth. There's no issues. Everything is together. Pistol is reassembled. This particular model, the Chief Special CS45, made by Smith & Wesson, they're getting a little bit more difficult to find right now. I was lucky enough to find one of these at a pawn shop. In great condition. Looks like it hadn't been fired for more than, I don't know, 50, 100 rounds, if that. Great condition, beautiful gun, really nice. And if you're looking to carry a weapon, CCW or concealed, I do recommend this gun. Being it's a 45 caliber, your stopping power is awesome. It is very controllable. It shoots very nice. Being that it's a metal gun, yeah, the recoil is not as bad as if you were to have a small all polymer with just metal frame on the slide. I'm sorry, metal slide with a polymer frame. This is going to shoot a lot softer than most of the polymers, and I do prefer a metal gun over polymer. I have a couple polymer guns, and I do like the Rugers, and that's because they're built really heavy duty. So if you have any questions about this model, the Chief Special CS45, be sure to drop me a line. Hopefully this has helped anyone that owns a pistol like this to figure out how to take it apart. So be safe, shoot safe, have a great day.